And first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know I do have to give you that brief disclaimer, all right? I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind. I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, as you know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Mia. So this about the time that you might want to hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, chosen ones, I want to always thank you in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, your gifts, your kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message and when I'm relaying to say that to you. But when I post this on YouTube, I got you. Also, for those of you, thank you, Bella. Thank you. Those of you who also had to pop in and out, just know I'll post this on YouTube as well, all right? So thank you for tuning in, and I'll definitely post this for you if you have to get back to work again, all right? So let's get started, chosen ones. So the message for today, do you know that you can have anything that you put your mind to? And I'm really asking you this, chosen ones, because you know that you have certain abilities. Some of you don't believe in you, but we're going to have to talk why your mind is the manifester, right? So I already told you, your mind is almost like that projector in a sense. Whatever you put on the screen is what other people are seeing as well, correct? So I want you to know that once you made your mind up, you already made it. See, there's certain things that's already divinely fated, chosen ones. Your blessings are made to order. This means that these are designed personally for you. You understand me? So when I say this, chosen ones, the biggest thing is for you to believe in you, for you to put your mind to what you want, make that order, put that request in, which is your prayer in a sense. And at that point in time, you wait for them to get prepared for you and then you enjoy them. See, let's talk, right? Now, chosen ones, imagine as far as the answers to your prayers. So the things that you've been asking for, whether or not that's love, whether or not that's that job position, whether or not that's that call back from that place, whether or not that's that car that you want to get in, whatever the case may be, correct? What if it was almost like you could order or pull up to a store and request those things? See, think about McDonald's, right? Or other fast foods. See, I'm talking about pertaining to our childhood and what parents used to say to you. What certain things that they used to say? If you wanted to eat McDonald's that day, they would ask you, do you got McDonald's money? Correct? Okay, cool. Do you got to wait there to get it? Okay, cool. So on and so forth, right? Have you did what I asked you to do for you to deserve that? Correct? Okay, cool. So think about the answers to your prayers. God's carrying you the same way too. So before you even get to where you want, you understand, get to the location where you get an opportunity to receive the things that you want. You have to ask those questions to yourself. One, do you got money for it? See, when I'm talking about money, I ain't talking about cash, chosen ones. I'm talking about your energy. I'm talking about within. So do you have what it takes to get what you want? So you asking for love. Do you have love? Are you love? Are you showing love in order for you to receive those things? So do you got love, money in a sense? Okay, cool. There's some of you talking about you want that position. Are you prepared to do what they asking you to do? Are you prepared for it? So do you got that job? Money, in a sense, do you got that mentality? Are you prepared for it? So think about all the things that you want. If you could drive up in almost like a drive-thru to get the things that you want directly for you, this is made to order. This is prepared for you, right? This ain't no sit around. This is, you got to put the request in for them to even start working your order in, right? So one, do you have what it takes that you earn have you earned what it is that you're expecting? So how your parents would ask you if you have McDonald's money, or you got go to the mall money, or you got Taco Bell money, whatever the case may be. Do you have what it takes to ask for those prayers that you're asking for? So again, you asking for love. Do you have the mentality to receive love? Do you give love? Are you love before you out here putting a request in? So if you don't got love money, then God's not going to give it to you. You can't be mean out here to everybody else and expect people to show love to you. So no, you do not have that money for that. You don't have that love for it if that's not who you are as of yet, right? Because you're not asking for somebody to hand you handouts. You want that reciprocation. You want what they giving to you. So you know when you go to a store, at the restaurant or the fast food, that there's an exchange. You have to give them money in order for them to give you food, correct? You got to give them the coupon in order for them to give you food, correct? So chosen ones, what are you giving in order for you to receive what you're requesting? Let's just talk, right? Not only that, chosen ones, think about this. If you didn't, again, in order for you to have that McDonald's money, that means that you had to do what? Put work in. So in order for you to get a paycheck or get a couple dollars, whatever the case may be, this could have been you cutting yards. This could have been you cutting hair. This could have been you babysitting. This could have been whatever the case may be, right? You had to make that, right? So one, do you have the McDonald's money? Do you got the blessings money? Are you giving love? Are you being that to other people? Have you sat there and been selfish? If you've been that, then you're not going to get it. Let's just say that, right? Now, one, if you didn't put that work in, means that you didn't do what God asked you to do. You ain't walk away from those people that was doubting you. You ain't walk away from those people that was putting dark clouds on you. You ain't walk around away from those people that was abusing you, using you. If you didn't put that work in, then you're not going to get what you're asking for, all right? So let's just put that out there. Now, there's some of you that you don't even necessarily have to do the work. The person that you connected to did the work for you, so therefore they blessing you, right? So what do I mean? Somebody, just like you, chosen ones, you did everything that God asked you to do, right? You sitting there, you are love, you're showing love, you're cutting people off that you're not supposed to, you're not doing karmic things, whatever the case may be, right? So you have the ability to bless somebody else with what God's blessing you with. So that's almost like God putting blessings in your hand and you extending it to your children. So yes, they didn't have to go to work to be able to eat too, right? So again, some of you are getting blessings based upon the work that you put in. Some of you are getting blessings based upon the fact that somebody else is receiving and they want to share it with you because they feel like you deserve it. So y'all have abundance coming in various forms. So again, when I say abundance, chosen ones, that's not just finances, that's love, that's opportunities, that's acknowledgement, that's reciprocation, that's intent, whatever the case may be, you have that coming in. The work that you did, as well as the fact that people that you connected yourself with did the work too, and they feel like you earned it. You did something for them and they want to do something for you too. That's why I keep telling you, God's telling you, you're getting rewarded. And you don't even know where it's coming from, and you're not supposed to, because you would tell so-and-so, and so-and-so would try to make it hard for you, or so-and-so would try to do magic on that person as well to try to keep that person from prevailing so that you wouldn't prevail as well. You understand? So God's not telling you how you're getting it. He's just telling you that you're about to get it. So you have to be open. God's telling you that you're going to get love. You may not get it from the person that you initially thought that you was going to. You may not have gotten it from the soulmate that God sent towards you. But God's saying, nah, if this person don't work out, don't you think I'm going to have somebody else step up? God's not going to have you sit out when you've been doing what you were supposed to do just because the person that you gave an opportunity to go with you chose not to go. No, absolutely not. So chosen ones, if that person didn't show you love and you felt like, you got confirmations for them, and when they finally got that offer, they chose not to take it, or they allowed people around them to persuade them to go in the opposite direction. That's not for you to get discouraged. That's not for you to say, oh, you give up on love just because that person couldn't give it to you. No, that means that wasn't your person. You keep moving. God just wanted to show you a little sign and also provided you an opportunity to assist them with getting aligned. So some of y'all were that person's opportunity. God chose you, and you got to choose somebody that you wanted to go with you. So you wanted to share your abundance with a specific type of individual. They chose not to step up and play that position. So now they got left and somebody else is going to step in. So be open, okay? Be open to love. Also, chosen ones, finances. God is giving you finances in various forms. This could be your business booming. This could be not only, thank you so much, babies, your business will be booming. Not only that, chosen ones, as far as that position that you're in, there's a promotion coming. There's also certain people that's going to be relocating. But you have to just be open to where God's guiding you. So think about the car, right? With the GPS. If there's a storm ahead, if there's a delay ahead, if there's a blocked road ahead, and that GPS GPS has to reroute you in a different direction. You're not going to go against that GPS when automatically it shows you that the road ahead is blocked and you can't get through it. So you have to carry God the same way. If God sits there and tells you to be open, yes, he said we go in this direction, but if something's up there blocking it, or if there's somebody else that needs assistance and you're in that vicinity, God's going to have you reroute into a different location. You got to be open to those things. You got to know that your vehicle, which is your vessel, which is you, is equipped to go off grid as well, chosen ones. And you got everything that you need within you. So that's almost like a house or a home on wheels. You're something that got everything that you need. You got certain tools on you, intuition, discernment, love, all that. You understand? So chosen ones, you are somebody that is necessary. But again, you have to be open to this. So God could tell you a specific state that you was going to go to. But the person that you were going to divinely align with chose not to make the moves that God told him to. So now God has to readjust everything else around that. So that's why I say be patient, chosen ones, because God's preparing it perfectly. You don't want to wait all that time and then you get something that you don't like, correct? So again, think about your prayers almost like you going through the drive-thru in a sense. Ask yourself, do you got what it takes to get it? Thank you, baby. Do you have love? Have you been loved? Are you showing love? Okay, if you are, now you can go in there and order certain things. That means you got the bread for it. You got the wealth for it. Are you happy? Are you showing positivity? Are you showing gratitude for the things that God's providing you? If you're not, guess what? He's not going to give you nothing. You didn't act the ass. You didn't show the fit. You didn't do what God asked you to do. Don't ask for nothing then. That's how it is. Understand? So, again, chosen ones, I will say this. Before you even pray for what you're asking for, ask yourself, are you prepared for it? Do you have it? Do you? Because you know those people that be having big as far as appetites, but they ain't got no bread. They don't even got enough to go. They asking you to go half and half on a 4 for 4 type shit. Like, no. So do you got what it takes before we get there? Because there's some people, chosen ones, that want to eat off of you. They out here making big requests for you, but they don't got enough to pay for what they asking and requesting of you. So they asking you to be this, be loyal to them. Don't show, only show love and acknowledgement to them. They want you to boost them up. But what are they doing for you? Absolutely nothing. They want to eat off of you. Nope. So, nah. If they don't have a place to ride or a way to get to where you're going to, you're not going to just allow everybody to just jump in the car with you. There's a difference between somebody who is up front with you and you see what they lacking, or you see certain areas that you can assist them and you want to, or you offered and invited that invitation. It's different. It's different if you ask so-and-so, hey, you want to go out to eat. That means that they say that they ain't got it, you step up and you provide it because you extended that invitation. There's some people that's putting in requests like, yeah, we should go here. Well, do you have we should go here, Brad? Because these are the people that don't want to put no gas in your car. Thank you, babies. Don't want to add no gas to your car. That means energetically too. They not putting nothing positive in your life. They just deducting from you. They pessimistic. They always need, yeah, every time you ask them what's going on, they got a huff and puff. This could be your granny too, because some of them old women be doing that shit too. We not talking to y'all there. Because every time we talk to you, it should not be nothing negative that's coming over. We asking you what's going on. Now you done told us all this. Now we feeling what you feeling. Absolutely not. So those people who are pessimistic, you're not doing that. Those masculine or feminine energies, they got to use your car to get here, this car to get that. They ain't putting gas in your shit. That means they out here sleeping with you, but they ain't showing, acknowledging you. They not showing no love to you. They not claiming you. None of these things. Then why are you giving to them? So no, you ask again, do they got it? If they out here just volunteering, you understand? But again, if you offer somebody, that means you offer love to this person. That means I'm offering you the opportunity to go with me, and I got you if you need something, right? It's a difference between that. That homegirl of yours that every time y'all go out, she ain't got shit, then her ass ain't gonna be going then. She need to go think about her decisions. She don't need to be sitting in that restaurant. She need to be sitting in somebody's job. You understand? That person who always got all these demons and everybody, it's always drama and everybody everybody else is always the problem? Absolutely not. They don't need to be sitting in your face. They don't need to be sitting on your phone. They need to be sitting in somebody's damn counseling session, or their asses need to be sitting in some holy water or somebody's church. You understand? You're not going to be connected to that negative shit. So absolutely not, chosen one. So ask yourself, what you're asking for, are you prepared for it? You asking for love. If that person was to show up right now, are you going to make excuses? Are you going to say you're not ready? Now you acting confused and shit? No, we're not doing that. Because you know what that's equivalent to? Somebody that's sitting in front of in the line at McDonald's acting like they didn't know what they wanted when they came here. They had all the time. They knew where they was driving to. They knew that they had the opportunity to look at the menu, and they holding up the line, calling so-and-so back home, asking what so-and-so wants. Instead of taking the time to get their list, write that shit down, double check it in a sense, they holding up your line because now you know what you want, but you stuck behind them. So think about that. Who are you connected to, chosen ones, and what are you connected to? You understand? What are you doing? Okay? So, one, prepare. Are you prepared for you? Do you have enough to get what you go in there to get? Because some of you got some thieving ass friends, and some of y'all's asses might been a thieves where you feel like you're going to get something for free. Absolutely not. You got to do something to get something. And I ain't talking about that Players Club talking about she gonna use her body to get what she want. That's why some of these motherfuckers is hurting now, all right? You done sat there and was passing out that pee, pushing that pee all up and down that damn street. So, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about you had to be loved to receive love. You had to help somebody in order for God to send somebody to help you. You had to be a light to others in order for light to be provided on you. So, chosen ones, just think about that. Are you prepared for what you want before you go there to order it? Not only that, do you know what you want? So, where are you going? Okay, do you got enough for it? So again, have you put that work in order for you to even get there, right? Okay, cool. Now you got there. So now, do you know what you want? Okay, cool. So this is you ordering, because some of you chosen ones, you started off wanting this. Now you talking about you got a taste for that. Now you holding up everybody else in the line because you keep going back and forth on what you want. So no, what do you want? And I say that because some of you are attracting certain people that know what they want already. They want love. They want to be happy. They want to be healthy. They sit there and know that they already are wealthy within. They just want to have certain things play out for them so they ain't got to worry about nothing. So some of us chosen ones, because gluttony, we gonna talk about it. Gluttony is just not somebody on 500-pound life type shit. No, gluttony means you sitting there asking for more than what your ass needs and what you gonna do with it. So if a child asks for all this food, or somebody asks for all this food and you know that they don't eat it, you gonna feel a certain type of way because they wasted it when you would have ate it, right? Okay, cool. That's almost like chosen ones. You asking for a mansion when you only need a 2-bedroom for you and your children, or you and your boo, whatever the case may be. That's gluttony. You asking for certain things that you're not even using just to say that you have. That's abusing it. So God's going to... Some of y'all wondering, you sitting there got 15 cars and you don't need no 15 cars. But if somebody needed something from you, or you seen somebody needed assistance, if you was willing to help them because you have more than enough, that would be different. But those people who got 500 cars and you sitting there, you can't drive none of them. They sitting there just breaking down. Nobody's enjoying them. And you see other people that's out here struggling and you can assist them because God's co-signing these people. So that means you're not just helping anybody. If God sits there and says, nah, this person is a good person, you see that they working hard for what they doing. You see that they focus. You see that other people around them, they are the cycle breakers. So therefore, that's why they're experiencing what they experiencing. When you see that and God puts you in a position to assist somebody else, you better pay attention, because God's going to make you feel that. It's almost like you feeling like you having anxiety, like you're going to feel nervous. All right. That's that Holy Ghost moving through you. That's God's spirit touching you. You understand? So when you sitting there feeling chills, or you feeling, that's God co-signing. Now I'll say you'll know the difference between others spirits in God's presence. But just know that. So when you see somebody out there and they need something, you ask God, God, can I? And God will co-sign and tell you, yeah, help this person. Because you're the answer of their prayer. You're the confirmation for them that's going to get them encouraged to start believing again. So if they believe that somebody would assist them, or believe that God said that he was going to send somebody or something to get them to that position, and you presented yourself, then guess what else they're going to believe in? Everything else God said. You understand? So therefore, that's encouraging them, because confidence is what helps your manifestations come in. There's some of you that's wondering why so-and-so got it and you don't, and you've been asking it because so-and-so believed that they was going to get it. You started talking down about yourself. You start saying you don't see it happening. Oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, that's impossible. Well, since you said that, you made the impossible impossible. So now your ass is sitting there. But that person who is open to God, we know that God's going to do what he said that he's going to do. God told us he's going to get us to where we're going. So therefore, we pay attention to him. Just know that you get rewarded, and you get endless amount of abundance that's come in, because God's all about loyalty to the right side. Y'all are loyal, but some of y'all loyal to these demons. You helping all these effed up people who are mean. They talking bad about you, but you still out here doing for these individuals because you think God's going to reward you. No, God's going to stop what he has coming towards you, because you giving to these dark people. You giving your light. You're lighting up the room for these dark people to be back there plotting and scheming to attack the next individual. So just know that, all right? So let's go back into it, all right? Know what you're ordering, okay? Know what you're ordering. Already know what you going in there to get. So if you said that when you in a relationship that you have the intentions for marriage, know that that is what you going in there to order. I'm not going to be out here. We're not sitting there, and again, chosen ones. This is not for you to be accepting all these situationships, these friends with benefits, all of that. Absolutely not. Just because that person talking about they unsure, somebody else is going to be positive. You better sit there and know your worth. Know what you want. If it don't add up with it, then guess what? It's going to have to get subtracted out of your life, all right? So know that. It don't matter how they looked, how they acted, what you thought, or who you thought they was up until that point in time. If they not playing their position, then they going to have to step aside. That's just how that is. It's not no, you don't, all right, we not doing for it, because a lot of you been waiting all day. That's like all your lifetime. Think about that. I keep saying your prayers is like you going to a restaurant, right? So one, do you have the money, the wealth, the love within you to even afford what you're going in there to get? Do you have a way there to get it? Okay, cool. If you have the answers to these two, then what's the next one? What do you want when you get there? What are you going to order for you? Do you have that in mind? See, it's a difference if you got to wait in line a little bit to look over the menu. Cool. That's not intentional. But for some of you, God's been telling you where you about to go to, who you supposed to talk to, what you're supposed to be doing, and you ain't been listening. So you ain't been preparing yourself for that position. Now other people waiting in line behind your ass, holding up, and they already know what they want. It could have been quicker for them, but you sat there and wasted time. So again, do you know what you ordering when your ass is getting in line? So if the answer to that is yes, you do. Okay, now put in that request, and now it's going to get prepared for you, right? But what do you have to do? Be patient. You got to wait, right? But you got to make sure, chosen ones, that you paying attention to the scene too, because you could know that you're going to that place, but you know how there's two different lines, and there's one person that sat there and got in this line, and this line is really supposed to be closed down. Now everybody's behind them as well, out of line as well, and you wondering why you waiting in line for an hour. You complaining, and the other one's going quick, and they telling you that you're not even supposed to be at that window. So you need to be paying attention to the signs and synchronicities that God is showing you too, because he can take you to the location that you're supposed to be. He can take you to the person that you're supposed to meet, but it's up to you to pay attention to where you're supposed to be going to. You understand? So he could tell you, yes, this person is going to be an important role in your life, but it's up for you to know whether it's because they're going to do right by you, or it's going to be a lesson learned from this individual. If this is the person that you have longevity with, or if they're going to lead you in the direction of the person that you're supposed to be with, because you could have met a person from this area, this specific state, and guess what? That was to get your attention, because your true divine partner is actually going to be at that place. So chosen ones, you got to be how they say be fluid, but I'm talking about be fluid like you got to sit there and go with what God's telling you to do. That's like you on God's raft in a sense, on God's river. If you see a place that you want to stop, you can get off, check it out, but you can get back on that raft, think of like a lazy river in a sense, and keep on going to the next destination, okay? So choose chosen ones. Don't let nobody have you out here waiting in line all this time, and they don't even know what they waiting. They don't even know what they want. They don't even know why they over there. They just listen to somebody else. No, so you ain't begging for love. You not chasing nobody to love you either. Because if you got to chase them, that means that they don't want to be tagged in, right? So, head on to a different direction, okay? So if you got to chase this person down to show love to them, you got to chase this person down to be around them, you got to beg this person on when you going to see them, then your ass needs to replace them. They not your person. Do you understand me? Because there's somebody right now that's praying to come in contact with you, cross paths with you, and they're going to treat you better than that individual. There's some of you that chose people based upon the finances that they had. You ain't even realize that the finances that they had, they wasn't even supposed to get. So therefore, chosen ones, there's no longevity that comes with it. Just know that as long as you connected to them, your finances would have been limited. Whereas you would have chose this other person for love, they would have sat there and built you up because they got $1 million brain and they got God backing them. See, it's the difference. There's some people, chosen ones, they don't know that. You got to believe in you. You got to know what you're able to do. You understand me? So, chosen ones, what do you want? Speak it and you shall see it. And once you see it, chosen ones, you're going to continue to speak it, which you're going to continue to see it because you're showing gratitude. So every time you see a sign show up when you ask God, that's when you sit there and show acknowledgement. Thank you, God, for that confirmation. I already know. See, God, I just want to make sure I'm hitting in the right. That's it. You keep on going. And the fact that you acknowledging it, guess what God's going to do? Show you another one. Give you something bigger than. See, you show God what you can do with this. He going to sit there and put opportunities, positions, abundance in your hand, chosen ones. I'm telling you. Some of y'all may feel like you're going check to check right now. Things is about to work out. I promise you. You have a come up. So whether or not that's through the lottery, whether or not that's through somebody randomly wanting to bless you, somebody else putting your name in to a blessing, and because they know that you earned it, you deserved it, you sat there and put, I'm telling you, y'all have to know that your hard work is paying off. There's people that's out there putting in a good word for you based upon who you are. There's people right now putting in recommendations for you just based upon who you are to that individual. See, I done told y'all how I get down. Well, how I get up. See, we don't claim none of that downness, right? Now, I'll say this, chosen ones. There's certain people that I cross paths with that they may have never known that I really felt and was led to. When blessings come into me, they gonna get blessed too. When opportunities get aligned with me, they getting presented them too. There's certain individuals that they done started off their business, and guess what? I'm investing in their business as well. Chosen ones, when I tell you, certain people are going to co-sign you based upon the divine in you. So there's certain businesses that if I know that this person does this and they got a good energy behind them, I'll put the recommendation in for them. Like, oh, you should really check so-and-so out. They real good. Get their business booming. Recommending. There's people that's putting good words out for you. There's certain people that I said I already know where my abundance is all the way here. See, it's arriving. Oh, it showed up. But I'm talking about in that position where I could really be out there doing even more stuff. You understand me? I'm talking about chosen ones putting big bread in people's hands that earn and deserve it. I'm trying to tell you. So just know that there's certain people that you on their prayers list. When they praying for you themselves, they praying on behalf of you and your love and your abundance too. Who you sow that seed into, that's what you are connected with. So think about that, chosen ones. Who you planting seeds into, whether or not that's energetically, financially, mentally, spiritually, just your time and attention to them. That's a seed getting planted. Your likes, shares, subscribes, that's a seed that you planted. So that means that you are investing in that person, that you believe in what they say and you believe in what they do and you co-signing that, right? Now, if you co-sign somebody from the divine, don't you know that when everything comes to them, God's going to make sure that y'all get abundance too? So think about those big companies that got those lawsuits against them. him, and there's 12 people or 20 people that had sat there and was affected by this business too. So when that big payment comes out, it gets broken down within those individuals. See, chosen ones, when I tell you who you sit there and invest in, mind, body, and soul, give attention to, that's the people that you sowing your seed into. Just giving a little bit of your attention, that's energy that you're giving into that person. That means that you're investing. So some people are not good investments. Think about that. What are they? No. Absolutely not. You're going to be tied into some fraud type shit. You're going to be tied into a lot of karma and consequences and wondering why you getting what you getting. It's because who you was sowing that seed into. Some people don't have it because of what they did to other individuals, and you out here rewarding these people. So God's going to sit there and put your ass through certain learning lessons too. That's almost like you saying so-and-so is bad so they can't go and get this. And somebody else sits there and violates what you said in your decision, and they put it in their hands and give it to the person who wasn't supposed to get it. You're going to get on their ass, and you're going to get on that person too, because they knew that they wasn't supposed to accept it, correct? All right. So know that too, chosen ones. Who you giving to? Some of these people, they ain't got it because they not supposed to. Some of these people don't have it because of what they was doing to other individuals. You have to know the difference. It's not that you're not supposed to help nobody, but you're supposed to know who out of the individuals that get presented you're supposed to help. So it could be like your mother comes and she needs assistance, but your homegirl comes and she needs assistance. Your mother could have been toxic, or your homegirl could have been toxic, vice versa, whatever the case may be, but the other one could have really tried, sat there and was a good person to you, assisted you. They just fell on a little bit of times where they needed you, and they going to make sure that you good when they got it again. See, you got to know the difference, because you could turn down this person and give to the wrong person, and now your ass is dealing with the consequences. So, chosen ones, you'll know God will co-sign it. So if you say, God, if I'm supposed to assist this person, let me know, because that's what I do. God, let me know. Guess what? He'll co-sign it in real time. Then I'll go ahead, do what I do. And this is how you know that you made the right decision, because God will always give you back what you gave to that person times 2, times 10, whatever the case may be. There's been times, chosen ones, that when I first started off my business, I'm not even going to lie, things was like, a little tight, right? Now, when I say this, it's because literally there's things that I had to do with the finances that was coming in just to make sure me and my crew was good. You understand? And God would be like, hey, so-and-so needs it. Can you assist them? And I'll be like, God, I just was asking you for this. I was praying, like, all right, cool. Soon as I gave them what they needed, guess what he did? Had mine triple and come back. So say I gave $5. You mess around and get 20 back, 15 back, whatever the case may, so on and so forth, chosen one. That's just an example. But God's going to co-sign if you made the right decision, because he's going to give you something that the other person didn't. The other person, now you depressed, now you stressed, now you sad, now you mad, and you sitting there without, because you didn't sit there and put certain things, in their hand. No, you'll know. So know the difference. That person because karmics is going to come. There's certain people right now that know that you're about to be a blessing to somebody else, and they're going to try to pop up so that you assist them and don't go in the real direction. So please pay attention to that, okay? Now, again, there's some of you chosen ones that you just trust the process. Again, God co-signs it. I'm not stressing about nothing. Whatever's for me, I'm going to see. If I ain't got it yet, that's because it's not supposed to happen yet. God needs me to be in it, so on and so forth. So you know that you're never delayed, chosen ones, but you got to make your mind up. What means the most to you? Are you successful already, or are you allowing other people to persuade you that you're not, because you don't got what they got, or you don't got what they think that you should have? Some of you already in the middle of the praise that you once was asking for. So if God got you there, what you think he gonna do next? Just pay attention to that. Before, you ain't even had no place to stay. Now you crying because you ain't got enough money left over after you pay those things. So what do you think's gonna happen next? You sat there and one didn't even have a place to stay, didn't even have a job that had income coming in. Now you got that place and you got a job, but you don't got leftover money. What you think God's going to do for you next then? Have extra finances coming in so you could do what you want to do with them because you sat there and was grateful for the things that he had coming to fruition? Cut that shit out. You hear me? Trust the process. Know that everything's divinely aligned. That person, when you ask God to show you who's for you and that person starts acting different for you, you take that thank you and you go into the next because God showed you the key for you to escape that room. Think about the escape room, how they got to see certain things and clues in order for them to get free from that room. So in order for you to get out of that cycle that you in, you got to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that God's showing. If he's telling you that you need to walk away from that person, he's going to present it. And once he presents it, that should come to an end and you'll go so you can have your new beginning. Trust the process. But listen, chosen ones, I got to get up off of here because I do have a few things to do. Now, listen, it's my baby's Earth Day weekend, all right? So with that being said, I'm not going to be available for no readings today or tomorrow, all right? We celebrating my babies. So with that being said, you already know Mama Bear don't play about them, all right? So with that being said, if you book your coaching sessions, it will be for like Monday or Tuesday. You want to send a week ahead. But just know whatever appointment time that you have, that's when we going to speak, all right? That's when we going to tap in. So I appreciate you. I'll make sure I be tapping in and doing little videos like this. You understand? But you know my babies get that center of attention. With that being said, too, chosen ones, some of you, speaking of babies, we brushing off them ovaries as we speak. They was out there chilling, but you about to be right back at it. So just know y'all got surprises coming. So like, oh, thank you. I'll definitely tell her I appreciate you, but I love y'all so much. I appreciate you. I love you. If you need me, you know how to reach me. The link's in my bio. Also, chosen ones, I will let you know when I'm actually going to have the tickets to see me in person, but it is going to be for the beginning of next year, all right? Now, I'm telling you this ahead of time because some of y'all might be like, all right, well, I'll wait around that time to purchase, but those who know me, I like it to be a personal setting, so I'm not going to have 1,000,001 people available to buy tickets because I want to make sure that everybody's able to get my attention, you understand? So just know that, but I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me. I'll definitely tell my baby girl that y'all are saying happy Earth Day to her. Thank you. I love you. Y'all continue to be great, all right?